I think there's always a game plan, and then there's like what happens in the game, right? Like adjustments, like it really just comes down to like what you're feeling. I go back and forth in my head, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, I don't know, and then I'm like, let's go back to fastball. They haven't hit it yet, so I don't know. I mean, obviously, like we kind of adjust on the fly with him, and just really try to keep it simple, keep the fastball in the zone, and work off of it. So obviously, he did a hell of a job. I mean, for what I've seen from him so far has been impressive. So I'm excited for him to get some rest and have a great night, and get ready to go again here in a couple of days.
With the 8 strikeouts he had as well, did you just see a different swagger about him tonight with being in attack mode? He just seemed so locked in.
Yeah, he was locked. Almost too locked. I feel like he was pacing around in the dugout too much. It wore him out a little bit, but that's kind of how I'm figuring out how he's geared. So just let him be, let him do his thing, keep it simple for him. Don't overcomplicate it. Tell him, like I don't even talk to him in the dugout. Just do your thing. He knows what we're doing, and we're going to keep moving forward with it. But I mean, I started to see some 94s pop up there, and yeah, I mean, guys were just missing. It was a lot of swing and miss, a lot of cheating and swinging and missing. And when you're doing that, it opens up a whole different part of the plate. And, I thought about utilizing it a little bit, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to stick with his strengths and keep it going.
What makes that fastball so effective? I mean, he's throwing 93, and he's got many whiffs as Jared yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's like the extension, the cut profile, the funkiness. I don't know. I mean, 5-6 years ago, nobody knew. They just called guys like he's got an invisible fastball, right? But now they kind of understand the release, and everything's a little bit odd. And at the end of the day, people just don't really hit it when it's up in the zone. So, like I said, just really still getting to know everybody here. I mean, it's been super impressive to get to know him and watch him progress.
How much are you impressed by the extension he's able to have on the mound?
Yeah, I mean, he's got it all. He's got that fastball going. I mean, I can remember years ago we had a guy named Jake McGee who threw 95% fastballs, right? And that was the game plan. He's just going to throw fastballs by everybody. Nobody's going to hit it. And he made a 12-plus year career out of it. And that's kind of what I fall back to. Like with this guy, it's definitely kind of a rare. Obviously, like nobody really throws that many fastballs in the game anymore. As spin kind of dominates the game, or it's soon to go that way. But for him, it's just getting the best out of what he does.
Joey, what stood out to you today about David Bednar?
Just on the attack, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about attacking, and that's the same. It's the same message with Falter. It's like attack. Let him hit it. Pitch to contact. If you're pitching for swing and misses and you're sitting on the edges, you're going to probably end up walking a lot of guys. So, hey, if you need to throw it right down the middle, that's what I'm telling them. Just be on the attack, make guys uncomfortable, and things will probably look better up there on the scoreboard towards the end of the game. So, same thing with Betty. Just on the attack, he's mixing, he's landing curveballs, and he's got devastating stuff. You know what I mean? You don't really have to play around with too many people. It's really just stay on the attack and throw strikes, and he is who he is for a reason.
A lot of guys seem comfortable throwing to you. I mean, your time here, what are you more proud of? Just having that faith in the pitchers, or what you're producing offensively right now?
Man, it's definitely the defensive side. I mean, that's where that's what keeps me up at night. You know what I mean? And thinking and going back and forth in my head. Hey, I don't want to throw this pitch and have this guy get clipped on something he probably shouldn't throw, and it's just that's the game you battle all game back there in your head. Like, is he on this? Is he on that? I'm just trying to get comfortable with people, I mean, it's like it's still pretty soon, but there's still so much more. There's still a lot of guys I haven't caught. I haven't caught Jones. I haven't caught some of these other guys, so it's going to continue to be a work in progress, as we move forward. But I want them to know that I got their back through it all, and like I could care less about anything other than what's going on with me and you. And when days like this happen for Falter, I don't take any credit for it, but I'm like super excited for that. You know what I mean? Because I really enjoy watching these guys succeed on the bump, and it's what fires me up more than anything.
you mentioned keeping it simple. Do you feel like that's kind of been key to his consistent success?
Yeah, I mean, it's so simple. There's so many things in data and analytics in this game that like make things a lot more difficult, right? And we all fall into it. And not that those things are bad. There's a lot of good resources, but at the end of the day, when he throws strikes, he's really good. You know what I mean? From what I've seen, I don't know. You know, I haven't been here long enough to really know the history of guys here, but from what I've seen, when he's throwing strikes and he's on the attack, he's getting early contact. You know, tonight we're starting to see another level of swing and miss. The velo's ticking up. He's moving in the right direction. So really just keeping it simple, you know, and keeping it cut and dry, and keeping his head clear, and using that as to our advantage. And you know, you guys have seen what he's done, so I'm excited to continue to get back there with him and watch him grow.